Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Hello, Carlo.
Ricky, how are you?
Oh, I'm so good, man. I'm so good. This is a heck of a week we've got.
One heck of a week. You can say it again. It's one heck of a week.
It's going to be good. It's going to be very, very, very good.
So there's something I want to talk about those logos, Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's what's on everyone's mind. Do you know what that is?
What is that?
Is that the University of Georgia's logo is uncannily similar to the Calgary Stampeders football team logo.
Ooh, is it?
Like like it was like a slightly edited version of the Calgary Stampeders logo. Like the horse is almost identical except for the mane and tail.
That's good. That's good. I dig
Uh
it.
it's weird. It's weird as heck. And then obviously Southern Methodist Church is just a standard DotA logo. Church? Did I say church? University. Wow. Well, Ricky, there's good news and bad news tonight.
Tell me what's up.
Good news or bad news first?
All right. Let's go bad news. Bad news.
This is the last time we get to cast a DotA game before the break.
Okay, that is pretty bad news. All right, give me the
That
good news.
is
Give me the good news. Come on. I need the good
that
news.
we're reunited again with these collegiate players to cast one more time before the break.
Very true, and I am very, very, very excited. Both these teams, in case you guys didn't know, are undefeated. That means they haven't lost a game. And I'm realizing right now that our overlay may have the wrong team names on it, so ignore that. It is, in fact, a series between Southern Methodist University and University of Georgia.
UGA and SMU.
Yep.
Very strong abbreviations.
Yep.
But tonight's not about the abbreviations, it's about the play. It's about the new patch. It's about some crazy stuff. What is there anything you're expecting to see tonight?
Oh man, I honestly don't know. This patch has been really weird. A lot of the things
Weird good or weird bad?
weird good. It's like
That's what I
fresh,
think
right?
too.
It's a fresh patch, so it's gonna be really good.
Just like your style.
Oh, thanks, man.
Got you.
But I think both these teams have a pretty good grasp on things. They're both very high rated. They both have
I mean,
experience
they're
in the
undefeated.
league.
They must.
Yeah, so I think we should be seeing a pretty solid series here tonight.
For sure. I'm looking for Rubik. That's what I want.
I think we'll see Rubik most likely. I think we might see an OD finally. I'm crossing my fingers for it. I've been saying I want to see it every night, and I think we
That's
might.
a tall order.
It's a good hero, man. He's a good hero.
Like if I were to make a bingo card of things I want to see tonight, I could probably put Rubik on the free space in the middle, but I don't think I could put OD on the free space in the middle. You know what I mean? Like that's the way I'm looking at it. Now, speaking of bingo cards, is there anything else maybe cliche to the new patch?
Cliche.
Yeah, like I'm gonna make a bingo card right now.
Oh, a bingo
Actually,
card, huh?
it's gonna be a 6, connect like a connect 3.
Okay.
Card. So in the middle, I'm gonna put Rubik,
Okay.
Grand Magus,
Uh,
and then
there-
in another slot, I want to put bracers, including bracer, Wraithband, and Null Talisman. Bracer covers it all. Bracer count greater than or equal to players. AKA, I expect that we are going to see 10 or more bracers purchased
wow,
this game.
a lot of
That's
bracers.
what I would say. Do you have anything you want to throw on this bingo card?
I mean, put the OD on there for me, please. I really
Okay,
I want to see an OD
I'm gonna
on there.
put OD. So here's the bingo card right here. So you can see Rubik's the free slot in the middle.
Yeah, I see
And
it.
then my bracers less than or greater than or equal to, and then I put OD on this corner. Like he's not really part of the card because it just doesn't like he's there, but he's in his own little universe.
Yeah, he's out
You know what I
floating
mean?
around in space.
Yeah, he's in the outworld, devouring
I
his own win rate.
I know we're excited to watch this game, right?
Of
But I'm
course we
sure that means the fans are excited to watch this game. But you know who's ready to play this game?
Who's ready to play this game, Ricky?
UGA and SMU. They are in the draft right now. Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go, and
All right.
I would hope they're ready to go.
Let's go. We're gonna go right into game number 1 draft. So Carlton,
Let's
tell
do
me, what are we noticing so
Grimstroke's
far?
been banned.
Grimstroke
Grimstroke has been banned in the first base. There's no thought. Get that hero out of the game. Southern Methodist is not having any of it. I'd also like to point out that Southern Methodist University did not capitalize a single letter, and the chain feeders have a great picture of Viper. That's his good side as their
Nice.
banner.
Yeah, I would say Viper's looking pretty buff lately, you know?
The Ice Frog is treating him well.
Good to
Lich is
know.
taken out. Okay. Now, Lich has been up in the air for almost everyone I've talked to. People say he's been ruined. People say he's amazing. I like him. And I guess Southern Methodist either respect him or hate him because he's been banned out in the first phase. How do you feel about the Lich? Because I know you're a big Lich fan.
Radiant team pick.
Speaking of Undead, there's an Undying ban.
Oof.
Oof.
I think it's hard to say. I think I think people are figuring him out, right? Like he's a good hero, but I think there was like an area where people are like, yeah, this hero is kind of bizarre. I think now that they're seeing him so often, we're seeing more and more counters to the Lich. I think the most notable one that I've picked out recently is Oracle.
Yeah, you take out the Frost Armor.
Yeah, you just immediately purge Frost Armor. You can just make your allies spell immune.
Speaking of Oracle, hard purges have been buffed as well.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Now, Ogre's a standard pick. There's the Bristleback in the first phase, but the more important or more unique pick here is the PA. Obviously a great partner with Magnus.
Yep.
But how do you feel about first phase PA? I felt like PA is a great pub hero, but I'm excited to see her in competitive play. I feel like she's much harder to pull off in competitive than she is in a pub.
Yeah. I think PA is just really strong. I think we'll most likely see a nerf to her blur active at some point. I think it is a little bit too strong. It's either going to be somewhat on the mana cost or cooldown side, or we're going to see a nerf on the range side, like the purge range side, because 600 could, you know, have that effect active is pretty low. Feels pretty strong.
Mm-hmm. This is the reveal for me. So I'm very excited to see the PA. Obviously, with the Magnus is a great support. However, she's been picked in the first phase, so she will have some counters.
Yep.
So what's good against PA? Heroes that aren't afraid to have their enemy sign on top of them, for example.
Yeah.
Because PA is a hero that gets on top of you.
Natural Force staff builders are great. I think Slarka is one of the heroes that's exceptionally good against her, but they banned her out for that exact reason. He's a natural Silver Edge builder, and he can get on top of her pretty easily. I think Bristleback's actually a decent hero against PA. She does not deal with him very well. He's great at reducing physical damage. Yeah. So I think right now, currently, this Bristleback pick is a great way to deal with him.
Yeah, no, I like the Bristleback. Are we going to see a Bristleback Caudle? Or has Caudle been changed too much?
I think with the changes to how his
Chakra Magic,
thank you, works, I think it's not as like of a meme lane anymore,
because
right?
you can't get the double cast. You have to get Quill Spray, Chakra Quill Spray, not Chakra Quill Quill.
Yeah, it's a little different. It can still be done. It's just I don't think it as strong.
But Bristol still fills the exact same role. He's gonna try and dominate his lane when he hits 3 and just snowball because he doesn't really have a catch-up mechanic. He wants to turn his lane and he wants his lane to propel him to the rest of the game. So he's definitely going to have a strong support. Would Bristle Ogre work? Double melee, but also two big boys, some tonks.
You know, it could. I think you probably want to put the Ogre. Interesting bounty hunter pick. We'll come back to that. I think they would probably want to put the Ogre in the safe lane against Magnus, is what my thought process is.
Can Ogre beat a Magnus out of lane? Probably not at level 5, but before that, I assume.
Yeah, I think before that, you just get an Oov and you just click them, right? Magnus is a hero that will go in power level 1, most likely, so you just ignite him, and then whenever Magnus goes up for a last hit, you just click him a couple times.
Yeah, Magnus wins his lane by fighting people, and Ogre supports his carry by fighting people, so we'll see who the better fighter is.
Tell me what you think about Bounty Hunter here, because Bounty Hunter is a hero that I don't think we've seen at all this entire season.
I think he's silly, and I've heard people go crazy about him. Okay, well, first of all, Oracle PA is like one of the oldest combos with Oracle. But Bounty Hunter's new gold steal is super annoying. They need to have a way to deal with him. And the way I feel like you deal with Bounty Hunter is you make it so that if he breaks Shadow Walk and cannot recast Shadow Walk immediately, he dies. Heroes that can just
10
man up and fight him.
seconds remaining.
Make it so that I think you beat Bounty Hunter by
5 seconds
making sure he
remaining.
can't actually fight you. The only thing he can do in lane is Shadow Walk and Janata, then you're fine, because that's not a very strong laner. So any way you can fight the Bounty Hunter, I think is good. And PA doesn't have a problem. She'll take the Janata hit, but then she'll beat him up. Magnus will get hit by Janata, but then he'll beat up Bounty Hunter. If Bounty Hunter's in a position where all he's doing is shadow walking and Janataing, I feel like there's, almost any hero in the game is probably a better pick than he is.
Yeah, and I honestly, I think I don't know why I said Grimstroke. I think the Oracle pick is largely a response to the Bounty Hunter, right? You can purge track so easily in an AOE as well, so it's just been around. It's one of those things that like if you are playing a Bounty Hunter and there's an Oracle in the game, you're just so sad. You just don't get to. You don't get to play.
One thing to keep in mind though is Bounty Hunter can track from Shadow Walk now, which is nice because then he's not going to be. It's just less mana having to
I actually did not know that.
I think it's a nice change for him.
I agree. That is a huge quality of life change that I hear.
So Juggernaut, he obviously doesn't get rooted by Oracle. How's he fare against PA though? He's still scared of the crit.
Yeah, you don't really man up on PA as a Juggernaut, but I think his new ult is actually worse against PA, right? Because they're actually auto attacks. They're not flat damage, so you actually can miss on PA during your ult.
Jeez. So maybe they want to get a death ball going.
Yeah, that's possibly the thought. It's also
a
good
ball
hero
into
against
a Magnus,
though. Yeah, that's true. I was gonna say Juggernaut's decent against the Magnus in the safe lane, so I think that might have something to do with it, but we'll see kind of where this Dark Willow matches.
I like that. I like that a lot. It has a good combo with Magnus.
I'm a huge Dark Willow fan, so I love seeing people play this hero.
Well, also it buys you time to let your stacks fall off from the Quill Spray. If Bristleback gets terrorized, he can't keep his stacks up, which is his main mechanic. He's also going to lose his Warpath stacks. The Bounty Hunter pick feels so weird to me because like Bristle just wants to like be in the big fight. He just wants to run at people. Juggernaut can contribute to that. He has more ways to play than that, but he has a healing ward, so he can kind of contribute to a death ball-y style. But Bounty Hunter hates death balls. Actually, he likes quite the opposite.
Yeah,
he likes many small fights where he can show up. Exactly. He hunts bounties, he assassinates people, and he collects money, making that money.
That's a little weird. I mean, there's been like memes of people taking Bounty Hunter as a core position, but I feel like you do that this game, you're just gonna lose. That's
a triple melee core against Magnus. I don't think that's what you want to do.
And against PA, and on top of it, half of Bounty Hunter's damage kit gets completely nullified by Oracle. So it's got to be a support Bounty Hunter. It's just
I want to see what they do with it. And that's a Bristleback solo.
I just realized it is pretty decent against Willow.
But sure, yeah, and you can get the Shuriken bounce when she's in her Shadow Realm.
The other thing is she's just so squishy that she's a hero that Bounty Hunter might actually be able to kill in the mid game if she doesn't have Shadow Realm up.
But I feel like Dark Willow is the least of your concerns.
Yeah. Absolutely.
From UGA here.
I'm trying to find some light in this Bounty Hunter pick,
Yeah. I mean, I want to see it. Maybe they're going to steal a lot of money. I mean, that's what they got to have going for them right now. They're going to steal a lot of money. He can support the Bristle. He can support the Juggernaut. He can support the mid hero.
What did we get to see last year?
Well, Rubik has been seeing a lot of play mid. If you were to pick, which team do you think Rubik fits better on? Assuming someone wants to go for that route. Do you want to steal RP and play against the PA? Or there's nothing to steal from SMU. Oh, there's Invoker. Okay, Invoker player. I like it. I like the Invoker. I feel like the Chain Feeders have really strong lanes. They have great team fight. They have saves. They have catch. They have a lot of pressure. You have to play around a PA who needs to be controlled, but you have to control PA without grouping up for Magnus. You have Invoker to follow up the Magnus or set the Magnus up. Same with Dark Willow. Ideally follows up the Magnus, but can potentially set him up.
Yep.
I'm really liking the Chain Feeders.
Georgia's draft. They've got a great lineup.
And we just got. Oh,
SMU might go for Alina. Just trying to look at what their draft like kind of lacks, and they need a little bit more control out of the mid lane. They also need damage, and I think Lina might be their best possible pick.
What about a Zeus?
Zeus is great against
the Oracle that nullifies all his damage, though.
Yeah, I would say it's great against the Willow and the PA, but it kind of lacks against the others. Okay, Dragonite.
Choose your hero.
Okay.
We've been seeing more and more DK mid.
Ooh, I mean, Dragonite's technically not a melee, but it is a triple melee lineup here. I think Magnus is going to have a good lane. They need to make sure they deal with him. They need to slow Magnus's laning phase down.
I think
If
Juggernaut
out
and
like
Ogre is what we're going to see in the safe lane, right? And if they play it correctly, it should be fine. Magnus is going to most likely go in power 1, which means he's going to get heavily harassed from the Blade Fury.
I can see both lineups working, but I favor Georgia. I feel like they have a much higher potential to succeed when they're ahead and when they're behind. Whereas I'm having trouble seeing SMU catching up when they're. I guess they have track hold. That's their catch-up mechanic, and that will keep Bristleback in the game if he has a bad laning phase. Is the track hold?
Yep.
But how do they gank with the like? It's difficult for SMU to start fights. I think Dragonite will have to get a Blink Dagger, because apart from that, the only way they start fights is having Bristle and Ogre run at the enemy team.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. I think I like the Chain Feeders draft more, and I think that a lot of this just comes down to my, like, kind of the unknowns of this Bounty Hunter.
Yes, the Bounty Hunter is going to play a pivotal role in their draft.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're going to go right into game number 1 between University of Georgia and Southern Methodist University.
This is to see who is the undefeated.
Oh man, this is going to be one heck of a game.
They're all heck of a games, if you ask me.
You're right, actually. I'll start by introducing Georgia here, the Chain Feeders. So we'll start with Phantom Assassin here, being played by their captain, Smack Daddy. And we have Raptor on the Oracle. We've got What a Story Mark playing the Dark Willow. Mid lane, Pishta is going to be playing the Invoker. And then Sharp Hunter will be playing the Magnus. So Carlo, how about you fill us in?
Let me take you through Southern Methodist. Playing the big blue ogre. Ramen Boy, yeah! Dragonite is being played by Quincy. The pivotal bounty hunter is being played by Taiga Noob in all capital letters. Juggernaut is going to be played by that means Ricky, you look great today.
Wow.
And SMU Fate is playing Bristleback. That is SMU Fate. So his name is SMU Fate, regardless of if he's going to Southern Methodist University or playing on their team or not.
You're right. You're 100% right with that.
He's got the double tag. Right? Now, tell me about Magnus's cosmetic weapon here. It looks dangerous.
Yeah, well, real quick, I want to see this bounty hunter.
Dangerous like this bottom rune. Is he hunting bounties?
He's trying to get the bounty, but he's not going to get the gold.
He's hunting bounties. Nope. Nope. 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
And they saw him.
But yeah, I've actually never seen this weapon on Magnus.
This is just a good, it's got to be like common, right? Rare. I like it.
Never seen that one.
Very dangerous.
Pretty neat.
Ooh, Magnus, Dark Willow. I think that's a pretty tough lane, especially because you give Dark Willow the Empower, I think. And just let her fight.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I think you still want, Magnus to be trying to get as much of the last hits as possible, but Willow will do a lot of damage with Empower as well.
Against a double melee, yeah, Willow, this will be a lot of Willow just manning up. Actually, Juggernaut just goes right in. Okay.
So tell me, what do you think how do we see these lanes going? Give me your high-level input here.
Well, I'm seeing nothing mid. Like, I think mid is going to be, unless Invoker outclasses Dragonite by being a specialist.
Oh, really? Bottom. Like, this Bristleback doesn't have Bristleback yet, so he's just taking a lot of damage, but Raptor actually in a lot of trouble now.
Oh, yeah. They knew Taiga Noob was there, but with the Orb of Venom. There it is. That's the first blood. That's bad because Bristleback, as you said, doesn't have Bristleback, and level 1 Quill Spray is kind of a joke. It's weak.
Bristleback's one of those heroes that's actually pretty punishable at level 1, but as he gets his level 3, it becomes a little bit more difficult. And so
Quill Spray doubles in damage.
Yeah, this lane only gets worse, I think, for Georgia.
PA's Blur doesn't help her deal with Bristleback. Both teams are going to take advantage. Look, there's 4 wands in bottom lane. Oh no, Oracle doesn't have one. 3 wands. I think Oracle will pick one up right away.
Yeah, Bounty Hunter
And look at
stealing
the-
some gold.
Look at the lane control top too. They got her under tower here. Magnus, don't miss this. Oh no. Magnus!
Okay.
There we go. He's got his fork.
Oh, okay. Well, we tried.
We tried.
Yeah, we tried. Talk about CS though. Look at mid lane. 11-4 on Quincy versus the
Dang.
4
He's got as
and
many
0
denies
on
as
Pishta.
his last hits. Well, I was really expecting Invoker to take this lane over if anyone, but it seems like Dragon Knight's doing just fine.
Bounty Hunter spotted the Sentry Ward play spot him, dewards it.
That's a
He's pretty
huge deal
happy.
when you're playing the hero. You have to be
Yeah.
able to do that. I'm happy he did. And look, he steals more. 12 bucks. 12 bucks. Give me that money.
12 whole dollars, guys.
Now, do you think it's better to steal the core's money or the support's money? Keep the support down or try and slow down the farm with the core?
Hard to say. Top lane, a very non-functional Blade Fury gets used there.
And followed up by a
Both-
lackluster Bramble Maze.
I like this.
Just testing the spells, making sure they work.
Chain Feeders
Get
went
the oil
boots,
on.
brown boots on both of their heroes immediately so that they wouldn't be able to Blade Fury them.
I like that.
And now Jug realizing it picks up his brown boots as well.
He has to. That's his mechanic. And Juggernaut actually playing solo, pushing the lane into the tower again. Magnus, you got him power up.
Lane.
Let's see it.
This guy dead?
Is there a battle going?
more.
Oh yeah, he's got one
him.
more. Bristleback's doing a fantastic
Yeah,
job.
Bristleback
This is what you want to see.
had quill stacks, and then his actual Bristleback passive procced when he cast another, so PA got kind of burst pretty heavily with the Janata hit as well from Bounty Hunter, and that's it.
Is this why we're seeing a first phase Bristleback to respond to the first pick PA? Because like this isn't flashy, this isn't something new to the patch, this isn't a crazy cheese. This is just one hero dominating another hero in lane.
Yeah, there's no real change to Bristleback, right? This is just how this hero works. And Bounty Hunter just keeps walking in, stealing 18 gold every few seconds, you know?
He's quite happy. How's he doing on net worth?
Missing bottom.
I'm actually looking at Oracle. He hasn't gained money because of this Bounty Hunter. Like,
And
he's
he's gonna-
at
and the thing is-
28 down to 17.
Yeah, and then he has 2 wards, so that's just more net worth he's gonna drop on the floor and potentially lose.
And that feels real bad.
Yes, very much so. Well, let's take a quick look back mid. I don't know if there's gonna be any kills in this lane, but boy, oh what? There was an accidental Sunstrike.
Yeah, he picked up a regen and just Sunstrike to his high ground for some reason.
He's we're just making sure all the spells work before we start bringing them to battle.
Yep.
Dragon Knight 24-9 to Invoker's 11-1. Invoker's not a hero you pick unless you have an Invoker player, but apparently Dragon Knight, they got a Dragon Knight player.
It's a good hero. Dragon Knight has a lot of base damage, really good stats, so he's difficult to harass out of lane. He's just good.
Yeah, he's a very safe, solid pick. And he's going to be able, like, what if they can't deal with Bristle and they can't deal with Dragon Knight, it doesn't even, like, a Juggernaut is, it doesn't matter how his lane goes, because he can just sit and farm while the 2 big boys make space for him.
Well, 3-1 on the runes.
Yeah,
going
Bounty
to,
Hunter hunting bounties. That's
Methodist.
exactly how you play the hero.
Yeah.
And how's Magnus doing? 19-5 to
yeah.
Juggernaut, 17-4 currently, so Magnus is going toe-to-toe with Juggy.
Yeah, Magnus
So that's
is
the
getting
best lane.
the most out of the lane phase so far for his team.
And then
PA,
mid lane,
not too bad either.
but could be a lot better.
Yeah, this is a lane that's going to be difficult for them to deal with because the Bristleback having a good start, you know.
Well, actually, the Courier just went bottom, and they're still out of regen in the bottom lane. I think it delivered a full wand to Phantom Assassin, but no regen.
Huh.
Magnus and Juggernaut in a fight top, though. We're going to see a spin. Magnus skewers to do to safety.
That's
Nothing
the
much.
fun interaction, right? Like you spin to do damage, and then he just skewers, and you don't get actually pushed with it. So it's pretty funny.
Yeah, I feel like Ogre should get some mana, so he can have more of an impact here, because he's losing his ability to just fight.
He's got some fruit in his pocket, but it doesn't really do him a whole lot of good.
Nah. Now I like the level
Bounty
6 immediate
Hunter,
dragon
hunting
form.
Oracle. He did steal his money.
Oh, Oracle's mad, and he's gonna see the ward. He saw the ward. He saw the ward.
Oh.
He stole his money. He's gonna steal
This
his
feels
ward.
really bad.
Are fortified.
This Oracle
yeah.
might actually die here if Invoker doesn't.
They're gonna have to.
rotate.
He's gonna
The
force a
Janata proc
rotation
will
from
be enough.
Invoker.
And then
He has the shuriken. Hello. Okay, the bounty hunter is working very well.
Yeah, this bounty is. My gosh,
I mean, I think it's more the Bristleback set him up for a great lane, but he's taking it and he's running with it.
Yeah. I mean, you can tell this guy plays Bounty Hunter.
Oh yeah. Well, the PA is forced to watch a Bristleback farm.
Oh,
Bristleback with
Willow Shadow Realming for the ward. That feels good. That is so worth.
Oh yes. Now Oracle showed up mid, but Oracle has 3 wards on him. His net worth is just gonna drop. His entire net worth is in wards in his inventory and a mango.
Yeah, every time he like gets some money, Bounty Hunter just says, yoink, that's mine now.
His actual net worth is 235 after he uses his consumables.
That's pretty feels
And
bad.
Juggernaut very low.
Yeah, they're just clicking him. This is
I love
what Magnus does.
the Dark Willow. Oh, here we go. There's a spin. They're gonna take Magnus out in the Shadow Realm. She wants to man up on him. Has to wait for Juggernaut to break the spin.
But she'll die. Okay.
I think you take that trade.
Yeah, Willow made the right decision there. Mid lane Invoker gets ganked by this Bounty Hunter. They find another kill.
Bounty Hunter's winning in 2 lanes right now.
Yeah.
And Juggernaut's going to take a tower off of this. They've already used fortification.
Radiant's middle tower
Oh
has
gosh, this is SMU is getting the snowball rolling. Soon we're going to see Bristleback.
They're doing real well right now.
Bristol goes for the phase boost, so he gets the armor. No, what the interaction I like is that Shadow Realm is essentially a great counter to Healing Ward. Every time there's a Healing Ward, you just pop Shadow Realm, abuse the max range, you don't need any of the damage, and you kill the Healing Ward. And SMU is making a move bottom lane. Dark Willow's been scouted out by Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter steals his gold and then runs away into the shadows.
He's got an
urn. See a pause. I think that's good. With all the fighting, we're about to see a double damage. Dragon Knight come bottom. Dragon Knight's going to lose his ult shortly. But hopefully they'll be able to collect some urn charges, get Bounty Hunter to level 6. Bounty Hunter's on track to be level 6 at 10 minutes, right on time. That's going to allow Ogre Magi to get the tome. Actually, Ogre has more XP than Bounty Hunter because of how much time he spent. So very likely Bounty Hunter will get track at 10. If it's not by XP, it'll be from the book.
Yeah, and on top of it, he's, getting farm here and there. Like, he's not doing poorly. Like, he's getting enough out of Janata to make it worth it.
Mm-hmm. And this is good because I expect SMU to kind of play as a Death Ball or a 4 Protect 1 with the Juggernaut, with obviously Bristleback and Dragon Knight being able to be coursed. Oh, here we go. From behind, there's the stun. The Dragon's Tail, steal her money twice. Dragon Knight doesn't even care that he's caught under tower. The Shadow Realm is going to do nothing for a Dark Willow who already used her teleport scroll to get here. She's going to get taken out next. If only there was track, but this will get them even closer.
That is a great dive. You have these 2 super tanky strength cores that you can't really punish right now, so what do? You just run under their tower, kill their core and a support, and then you just go back to the farming.
And look at that, Dragon Knight just goes right back mid to farm his lane and protects his tower. Doesn't want Invoker to take his tower the same way he just rolled over Invoker's tower.
Yep.
Oh, net worth too. Look at number 3 on net worth. 1, 2, and 3. Look at that spread right there.
Quite the stark difference.
I mean, Magnus is doing well. He's keeping his team in the game, but well, Juggernaut has now pushed ahead of him. SMU is taking this game over.
Bounty Hunter scouting out.
Bounty Hunter. Here we go. Shuriken. Do we have a stun? We have a Dragon Tail right on top of the Sunstrike.
Ooh, almost goes on.
Bounty Hunter barely survives. Great call deciding to hide there. And he collects the urn charges. Bristleback just pressuring PI. I think PA needs to lane switch. She's getting nothing accomplished bottom. She's just watching Bristleback. She's always in danger.
She's at least finding some farm. You don't really want to put her top right now anyway. Because
well, they want to put Oracle top though. It looks like we're going to see a move.
Oh, if you're doing that, then yeah, go for it.
Almost an RP on Magnus, but not quite. There still is an Omni Slash. We're going to see a Sunstrike almost connect on the Ogre.
Yeah, hasted Dragon Knight coming top.
Dragon
Knight. He does get pinged out
enough.
by Georgia. They know he has it. And it's purged.
Yep, it's purged. He has a Soul Ring if he wants to fight. There's the Dragon form. Doesn't get the Dragon Tail. Soul Ring is off cooldown. Now, Bounty Hunter is warding. I think Bounty Hunter wants to get top as soon as he can because he wants the XP and he wants to be there. The perfect Bounty Hunter game is where you participate in every single kill after you have track.
Correct.
Bounty Hunter actually throws it down. He knows there's vision here. Oh, he loves this.
Yeah, you pointed out earlier. He saw them place the ward, gets Observer and Sentry.
And look at Dragon Knight pushing the top tower. He doesn't care.
Yeah, he just tanks it. 3 levels
Speaking of
Dragon's
cosmetic,
blood, he's fine.
That's a great dragon form. I really like that beefy boy. He's actually impaled by a crystal if you look at him. There's a crystal going right through his heart.
Juggernaut?
Oh, Juggernaut.
Sunstrike?
Having the Sunstrike just barely. Healing Ward's going to keep him going. Now there's a Shockwave on Magnus. He's going to go for the skewer. Hits it. Is he going to hit the Shockwave? Has the RP. Is he going to use the RP? There's an Omni Slash. There's maybe going to be an RP. Does he go for it? No, he holds on to it. He doesn't want to waste it with no ability to finish. Bristleback is now pushing PA out of lane.
They baited that so far in.
Yep, they got 2 kills. How's our Bounty Hunter? Bounty Hunter has track. He's ready to be there. And a Bloodlusted Dragon Knight. Oh boy, what level's the Bloodlust? Just 1, but still, Dragon Knight will obviously appreciate that.
That's a Yasha. We've pointed this out many times. Level 1 Bloodlust is a Yasha and movement speed and attack speed. Oh my gosh, look at Bristleback farming right now.
Is he having a good time, Ricky?
I think this might be like a dream for Bristleback right now.
Alright, 2 cores have rotated bottom to kill the out of mana Bristleback. No, Invoker's going to return to the jungle.
I mean, look at the net worth right now. 7,000 net worth lead 12 minutes into the game for
that's
Southern Methodist.
There's a 7,000 net worth lead from Oracle to Dragon Knight.
Yeah.
Oracle's still struggling to get into the quad digits.
Willow pops a Shadow form, but she's got a Bounty Hunter and a Dragon Knight on her. She actually sees the Bounty Hunter now.
There's the track. I don't think they're going to get her. They actually... Wow, that Bramble Maze recovered from the first one. And then Dragon Knight just eats another one. She hit almost every single one.
Max has got to be careful. No skewer.
There's a stun. There's an ignite. He doesn't go for the RP unless someone shows up. They're going to spin on him.
He's dead.
Oh, the Wands keeps him alive. Oh, Terrorize!
Ooh, so
perfectly
close.
timed, but yeah. It's just they had enough damage to take him out. Well... Looking very good. Look at Dragon Knight behind the Dark Willow, level 11, almost double Dark Willow's level. Dragon Knight doesn't care. He's not scared of a tower. They actually forked the
Bottom
tower.
lane tower at 17 health. Can Smack Daddy get the deny? He does.
Yes, he does.
What a player.
That's
now he's in trouble. He needs to blink strike away or TP somewhere safe.
This is Bristleback's lane. This is no longer the safe lane. Oh, Dragon Knight, Juggernaut, Healing Ward, Bounty Hunter in the background. Name a more iconic trio plus a heal.
PA's finally here for a fight. If they get a good RP, PA grabs the healing. Almost grabs the healing ward that life.
A spin. Magnus is tracked up though.
No RP.
Oh my gosh. Juggernaut finally gets taken down. Doesn't make it away this time, and then we're going to see Dark Willow taken out. That's track gold for 2 big guys. Bounty Hunter's going to back up, but with the Healing Ward, Dragon Knight's not scared of anything. Even with the Sunstrike, he's still in the middle of the team, tanking all their spells. Regenning back up, though. Purifying Flame Seal is actually helping him out a lot. 23 regen. Bounty Hunter's going to sit around and just keep trying to track people up. In the meantime, look at Bristleback bottom lane. He's uninhibited. Inhibitless. And Dragon Knight with the Shadow Blade. He sneaks around on the side. There's the Dragon Tail. They're going to get the track. Oh, baby, that's some money. Bounty Hunter wants to go and put Janata on cooldown. Can he find anyone? No, he cannot.
He just got 3 track kills in the course of that fight. Did almost no damage, but walks with 643 gold.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, Dragon Knight's build. Does he go for a Silver Edge first because he's against the PA, or does he get something in between the Shadow Blade and Silver Edge?
I think he can go for something in between. I don't think it's warranted rushing the Silver Edge. He might go Blink, honestly, this game, or just pick up a Radiance.
I like it. Well, we have some tracks coming out mid. PA's going to dive in. They do have RP. A stun onto PA and a spin. Magnus is looking for the RP. They actually take out an Ogre. Juggernaut's getting very deep with his spin. Follows it up with an Omni Slash. Dodges the RP. Bounty Hunter is hit at Terrorize. No, they're going to fake it. Now the Terrorize comes out. Hits both. No loss. Bounty Hunter.
Oh my gosh. Dragon Knight just at the tier 3 in the mid lane.
Dragon Knight forgot which base he's in. Now he's getting stunned up. He's taking a lot of spells, but we've seen him do this before. He's not afraid. Oracle actually tries to save the Invoker.
I think he wanted to purge him so he could just go back to fighting, but it just...
Oh, I see. They can't stop this Dragon Knight.
Yeah,
this
he
Dragon
just
Knight
walks away. He's like, whatever. He's like, I thought I was playing Radiant, but
yeah.
Obviously,
sorry guys, wrong base.
My bad.
That's
I'll just see myself out.
Oh, and he's going for the halberd.
Halberd.
Okay.
It's a great item. He honestly, like, what does he die to this game, right? A couple lucky PA crits, most likely, with an Empower.
Yeah, that's it. Even with Invoker casting a plethora of spells on him, he's just not scared. It's his game.
Yeah, Invoker not high enough level yet. He's only level 10. I think if once he hits level 12, he has a little bit more to work with. But right now, he's not too much of a threat. His spells don't do that much damage.
And Dragon Knight chasing with haste and Shadow Blade. Dark Willow, are you going to be able to get away? There's the Shadow Realm. It might be too early, though. No, the haste fails. and Dragonite is forced to back. Dragonite the Space Creator, but in the bottom, Oracle. That's a track kill. That is a Spirit Vessel on Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, this guy is real farm.
Oracle is not happy about that. Oracle has a magic stick.
Mid lane, Ogre, is he going to be a sacrifice? Looks like
he got
it.
meatballed.
That is a kill.
He got spaghetti and meatballed.
Looking for a Desolator, actually, is her first item. I think it's fine, right? You need to be able to do damage, and Desolator is a great way to do it.
I think part of PA's reemergence is not just the change to Blur, but also the powerful, like, the
Phantom
buff
Strike's
to Wraith
change
Band.
well, that and the changes to Phantom Strike make her really strong.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
well, Bristleback's caught out, or he's going to get screwed. He gets
Screwed
screwed
all
right
in.
back in. 4 seconds on RP if they really want to commit it for a level 12 Bristleback who's just tanking. There's a Sunstrike. This is the damage they need. It's pure. And are you going to commit a Terrorize to this? Uh-oh. Dark Willow, please. Almost get him now.
Magnus, but they get the kill. That's so worth it. That hero is incredibly tanky.
Well, top lane, Dragonite's going to pressure again.
Scoffs at the dagger. So I was right. He picked up a Blink Dagger on Dragonite. He really just wants to get in the face of,
that's the best way for them
Georgie
to start a
here.
fight. All right, Invoker and PA, but that's the Blink Dagger. So PA actually Blink, or is it Blunk? PA Blunk on top of him, but Dragonite had already Blunk away.
I don't know what the correct term is, but either of them, I'm
Probably
sure
Blink.
is fine.
Probably Blink.
What
Teleported.
about blonked?
Yeah, he's blonking. He's getting blonked right now. Magnus shows up.
I like
RP.
Bounty
I'm ready
Hunter.
to see the RP.
Find this Oracle gets tracked
Oh
up,
god,
drops the
Oracle
sentry.
doesn't like this.
Well, he gets a
He's
D-word
done
for that, so that's pretty nice if you're Oracle.
Juggernaut's in.
He needs to purge
Juggernaut?
himself. He's in trouble.
Oh,
Alright.
Dragonite with the Blink Dagger. Give me the track gold. Was there an Oracle there?
I don't remember.
I blunk and I missed it. The Terrorize. Okay, well that's on
Willow will stay
cooldown now.
alive. Willow will stay alive, but yeah, like you pointed out, Terrorize on cooldown, 100 seconds. And
Look at
Magnus
Dragonite
really out
again.
of place here. Blinked on by Dragonite.
Blunking on in. Dragon tailing him. Here comes Bristleback. The two tanky boys are here. Is there a tower? Not for long. They're about to roll over it with this snowball.
Okay, Lotus Orb done on Bristleback. That's a great item this game.
Yes, I love that. That's gonna stop the purge from Oracle. It's gonna stop
like
the
to see a
Cursed
fight.
Crown.
Next item from him.
I
Mid
can see a
lane,
fight.
Phantom Assassin.
Oh god, Phantom Assassin. Here's a
Great
great
people.
combo from Invoker. Is it gonna be enough damage though? He's doing a ton, but the Healing Word is gonna be able to reset it. On the backside, Dark Willow gets caught out. Now the tower is the one in danger, not the heroes. Even with backdoor protection, SMU just wants to hit things.
Yep.
They've been sitting around for too long. They have a 16k lead, 4 times the kills of Georgia. They want to swing their swords. Talk to me about Juggernaut's build. Does he commit for the Battle Fury when he's already pushing T3s? I feel like, because that's like kind of a slower item, wouldn't you say, the Battle Fury?
Yeah, I think this game you could have just picked up like a Yasha and just fought.
I like that.
But
Or even like maybe the Diffusal Manta build on him.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Yasha into Diffusal is what I was thinking.
Great minds think alike, Rick. I like Ricky.
I'm a fan of the Diffusal Manta, but honestly, this game, I think they're so far ahead that he can
Invoker's
get away.
in the danger zone. Oh, luckily. Sorry to interrupt you there. I got excited.
worries.
Dragonite was on the prowl. He's not stealthy, but boy, is he dangerous.
Bristleback just goes into Roshan and says, "You're a big boy, I'm a big boy, let's duke it out."
This is how they love each other.
Yeah.
Now look at Dragonite's new model, man. This is actually a fantastic cosmetic set. I love all of these dragon forms. Although I do want to see him get Bloodlusted again, because he looks much better when he's bigger.
Yeah, come on, Ogre. You have one job here.
So Bristleback shows bottom lane. Bristleback knows he's not the Aegis carrier. He's going to defend the tower, and he's going to make it a little less obvious there in Roshan. Now, obviously, the announcement that Roshan died made it very obvious they're there. Double damage rune gets consumed into an illusion as we hit the 20-minute mark and nearly a
Bounty Hunter
20k
gets
gold
rooted
advantage.
bottom and tracked. Can they get this
Looks
kill?
like he's in trouble.
They
The
got
crit's
him.
what they needed. And you know Oracle loves that. Oracle is screaming.
Like,
He's so happy.
yeah. 466 gold going to the Oracle, but 599 for the team.
Well, what about the Battle Fury equipped Juggernaut who just took their ancient stack? I think he's pretty happy about that as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, I think you can get away going the Manta Diffusal, but honestly, they're so far ahead that if they wanted to stall this out for another 10 minutes, 15 minutes, this Battle Fury is going to be incredibly valuable.
Well, they'll out-farm them fighting, and they're going to out-farm them hitting creeps. So regardless, I feel like their net worth lead is just already went up. There we go. PA jumps. Juggernaut, she could get a crit, and that's what they need. Here's some pure damage from the Sunstrike. Great, and a perfect terrorize. There's the Aegis down. Now, Dragonite is going to show up. He's going to get hit by the Bramble Maze. Is he going to be able to save the RP? His both of them, and the Cursed Crown is going to follow this up, Ricky. We see Juggernaut get taken out.
Oh,
Dragonite, the tankiest man on the planet, he just got deleted.
The Chain Feeders doing the opposite of their name and just take out the two biggest cores that you can see right now from the side of Southern Methodist University.
Chain feeding on SMU. Are we going to see a tower taken in their favor? Maybe that's too ambitious. Now there's the track. PA goes in. She wants to go on the Bristleback, who has a Lotus on him. Hello. And Bristleback keeps on pushing. There is a Sunstrike. Actually connects on both heroes. Bristleback is getting a little bit low. Dark Willow is getting very ambitious going in. And now Magnus, he wants to finish off the Bristleback. Bristleback getting very low. He has the Lotus. He's healing back up with the Purifying Flames. Actually, PA gets taken out. And Bounty Hunter on the back line. And now Bounty Hunter's in trouble from Invoker. Magnus has his Blink in 3. No, it's still on cooldown because of the Ignite.
Do not have a ward or sentry.
And now Bounty Hunter's just going to TP out to safety. There's a double damage rune in the top lane. Okay, so still some fight left in Georgia.
Yeah. I saw the Bounty Hunter chasing the PA in that fight, and I didn't put my camera up because I was like, he's fine. You know, it's a PA versus a Bounty Hunter, and he's not going to die. He dies.
PA's bounty has been hunted.
Yeah.
Well,
that bounty
yeah.
is claimed, dude.
I mean, Bristleback was living life at low health, but he was living. In the end, he didn't die, and he's regen back up.
Yeah.
With the Lotus Orb.
He's doing 15 talent too, 250 health. Makes him just that much more difficult to deal with.
Yeah, Bristleback is ready to battle when he has his teammates with him. Hopefully we don't see or hopefully we do actually see another great combo from UGA to keep him in this game. But Bristleback would prefer otherwise.
Bristleback actually finished his Halberd.
Alright, now Halberd for the PA to stop the crits, but also Halberd for the Invoker because he's a ranged hero. Both are great choices. Probably not a Halberd on the
Midas Dagon Ogre Magi, by the way.
I love the Dagon. I hate the Midas. The Midas drives me mad.
I mean, the Midas is like what got him to this Dagon at this point. Like, look at his net worth. He's 7,000 net worth Ogre. And that's...
Well, I mean, also track. Keep that in mind.
True, true, true.
It's a bit of a... I just think it's so silly. But I mean, it does keep him relevant. Ogre's a hero that helps his cores farm. He can help himself farm, but usually he wants to make sure he's helping his cores farm.
I'm gonna stay on Ogre until we see this Midas usage. It's coming up. He's ready.
Hit the whole creep wave.
Hit
the whole creep wave.
He's going for it. He's like, these are my creeps now. Oh, 3 times multicast and buys a gem.
Dragonite back up. Ogre's the man now.
Look, do you see Ogre's net worth now? Do you see what happened?
I love it, but you know what I can't see? Georgia. Where did they go?
They're invisible.
Move to bottom. Now they know.
They might have actually seen that with this ward. You see this really deep ward here. They actually might have seen the.
There's a scan. Okay. I mean, it's obvious something's going on. Look at top lane. Nothing suspicious about this at all. The creeps just fighting outside tower. And now Invoker and PA are forced to farm the same camp. That's not a good position to be in. 24k gold lead thanks to Ogre and his multicasts, as well as the other players on his team.
1k.
Oracle! No, not again, Oracle! You gotta give him the track though. Give him the track. One more time. Give him the track.
Nope.
Oh. Okay, that would have been a track. Come on, Bounty Hunter. Taiga noob.
I mean, Oracle knew he was dead, so good on him to just purge the track immediately and give up his life. You know.
Well, now is Oracle, like, they might be able to touch this T3, but Oracle will be back soon. Let's see what they do. There's the Dragon form we're going to see. Healing Ward, Bristleback just goes right in. And, they actually don't use the Shadow Realm to kill the ward. They use it to hit the Juggernaut. Bristleback's doing what he does. He's making space for his team so they can hit the tower. Now, Magnus has Blink RP. He doesn't have a lot of mana, though. He's going to have to eat his Mango. In fact, he's getting his Blink Dagger broken by Bristleback. This is exactly what Bristleback wants. We see the tower go down. The shrines are now vulnerable. Oh, Dragonite blinks in. Takes out the Dark Willow, waiting for the Terrorize. Magnus skewers Bristleback back, but actually he's in a dangerous position. Being with the T4s, Bristleback's still more scary. Dragonite is just chilling, waiting to regen up. They all go on Bristleback, and he pops the Lotus, and now it's time to turn the fight. A flaming Blade Fury pushes Georgia back and has left the Raxes vulnerable. The two big boys, Dragonite and Bristleback, beating down the Rax. Juggernaut's going to sit on the back line until it's safe, and he's going to go back in when he has his magic immune Blade Fury. Ogre, 60 minutes on minusing a creep. He's not too concerned about his team. Mid lane has fallen, and we're going to see rotation bottom from SMU. Look at how much regen they have. They're ready to keep going. Whereas Georgia Tech needs some time to reset. They haven't used RP.
Cannot be dealt with.
Nope. This one's gonna hit him though. Don't stand by your cores. There you go.
He just sits on the front line making space, and
he breaks the
rest
blink
of his
dagger.
team focusing on objectives at this point. That's really all he needs to do.
Is there any way you can see Georgia taking this fight?
No, not anymore.
Magnus needs to be sneaky and get some crazy.
Like a 3-man RP.
I think he needs like a 6-man RP. They're about to lose their third lane here. Now they have everybody up. Dragon Knight has lost his ult. This is Georgia's chance. SMU is getting a little bit cocky, as you can see as Bristleback pushes past the T4s. SMU is going to go for the third lane. The tower has fallen. There's only 2 buildings stopping SMU from having mega creeps, and 1 Bristleback stopping Georgia Tech from defending their buildings. Nope, Bristleback doesn't care. He takes out the Oracle. Dragon Knight's going to fight an Invoker. There's a huge RP onto a Meat Maul, deafening blast. We see Bounty Hunter take it out. He buys back immediately, but PA and Oracle have fallen. Juggernaut is a quintessential objective-based gamer. He's taking out the last barracks. There's a massive fight going on, but Juggernaut's just hitting a building with the sword. He's going to chop it, and he might have just cut his way into winning the game. There's the GG.
Woo. What a series, man. What a game, rather.
What a game. SMU, was that SMU's base? I think Dragon Knight was right when he ran through it earlier. I think that actually was their territory because Georgia Tech did nothing to stop them from claiming that land.
I mean, that lineup was executed perfectly from Southern Methodist University. They knew that they just needed this tanky front line, and there was going to be no response from Georgia, and they just sat there clicking the high ground. 4 heroes on the base, and the rest of Georgia is just sat there dealing with a Bristleback outside their fountain who they can't kill.
They could do, yeah, he went past the T4s. Actually, at one point, Magnus skewered him into the T4s and almost died because Bristleback was just killing him through all the damage. Bristleback, like that was nothing fancy. That was not flashy. That was just good Dota. Every hero was played the way it needed to be played. Bristleback made space mid. Dragon Knight took his tower, ganked, but he still defended his tower, and Juggernaut played up when he could. They pushed as a team. Juggernaut dropped the ward. Everyone pushed in. Bristleback maybe pushed a couple miles further than the rest of his team, but that wasn't like, oh, check out this crazy new patch. That was just a solid Dota. That was
this is something to point out. Southern Methodist and Georgia are both completely undefeated, but Methodist handled that game. Like, this team seems to be on a completely other level.
And you got to talk about the mental game too, right? Like, you're going 2 undefeated teams. That's got to be stressful. But you finish game 1 like that. Southern Methodist they're feeling good going into game 2.
Agreed.
They're feeling real good. And the chain feeders, Georgia, they're on the back foot. They know they need to pull something crazy out.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I think it'll be really exciting when we get into game number 2 here in just a little bit. But until then, we're going to be on a short break, so we'll be right back. Stay tuned for some more collegiate Dota 2.
See you guys soon for game 2.